Guys, it's Lainey and thanks for clicking on today's video. I am gonna just prep for Thanksgiving. Some of this stuff is gonna be for me and some of it's gonna be little gifts that I can give to family and friends. As you can see here, I've got these candles and I've shown them before. Let's move those. I've already got that weeded out. So the green, the orange, and this blue. And these are from Dollar Tree. I loved the colors. I was immediately drawn to the colors, and then the wood lid is what sold it, and they actually smell good as well, so that is a plus. So these are going to be little gifts, and I cut out on iron on vinyl this sweet sentiment in this beautiful script font that I will definitely link down below. I believe it's from defont.com, and it says thankful for you. So what we're going to do is iron the sentiments on the top of these for gifts, and then we will move into the other crafts. We've got a lot of ironing on to do today, so let me go ahead and just turn on my mini press to medium, and let's get this started. I've got one other video that's going to be coming out, and it is another hostess gift, thank you gift for Thanksgiving, and it's going to have a little bit of glass etching and printable vinyl, so be on the lookout for that. And if you hear that noise, I'm sorry, there's a tractor going by right now. Okay, so we're just going to get this weeded out so we can get this ironed on here. It cut well, but I have to kind of go slow because it does have some little intricate pieces. Just looking at this very carefully because I don't want to mess up these O's, because there's two little cutouts here. This iron-on is the, what is this? It is just the Cricut Strong Bond. I was feeling the carrier sheet to see if it was the smart vinyl. It is not. The smart vinyl is quite a bit thicker, the carrier sheet. That's how I can tell the difference if you were curious. Alrighty. Come on. All these little bitty pieces. Trying to just keep in that little area there. Okay, I've got one other piece. Oh, that was easy. Alrighty. This is so inexpensive, festive, and I just thought that this was a really cute idea that I had to share. Uh-oh, we got a little straggler. Okay, so now with these little pieces here, I'm going to take my lint roller and just pick those up. And now, you know what, I'm actually going to just take these lids off for a moment and iron them on that way. And just kind of making sure that it is symmetrical there, and it is stuck on, and I'm just going to go in for about 25 seconds on medium heat and just monitor the vinyl, and then we'll let it cool down and remove that carrier sheet. I love iron. I love this little mini press. This is probably one of my favorite, or I'm not even going to say one of my favorite. It is by far my favorite Cricut tool that I have purchased. I use it all the time, and it is always on my desk. Okay, here's our last one. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pick up our first one here, and let's see how this adhered. Perfect. And you could even put someone's name on there if you wanted, or if you didn't want to do a sentiment, you could always do, you know, other things like I was going to say a maple leaf, but I just kind of maple leafed out at this point. Everything has been leaf related. But yeah, if you didn't want to do a sentiment, there's other things that you could do in lieu of this. So let's see. This one's cool down as well. Uh-oh. That one, I need to place a little heat on that piece of that letter there. It was pulling up. Okay. I'm going to come from the other side. Seems like I applied a little too much heat to that one, I think. Okay. And there you go. Super easy, quick, but personal. All right. Thankful for you. And like I said, they smell good. This is Clarity, Balance, and the green one is Healing. You'll have to take my word for it. I was really happy that they smelled good. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, so let's move those aside, and let's come in with another iron-on. I've got this partially weeded out, and this is from Dollar Tree as well. And what I did was, this is hot glued, and I just turned the bow around so it was on the side, because what I'm going to do is actually put this on a wine bottle, and we're going to iron on Drink Me on here, so guests know that they can just go ahead and pour themselves a glass of wine, and they don't have to ask. They are being told to drink me. And this is vinyl from that variety pack that I've used for other fall videos this season. It's that burnt orange, and it is almost gone, but I've really enjoyed this color for this season. So, okay. And we'll line that up. And I'm not sure if this is the same font or not. It does look very similar. Okay, gonna go in once more on medium heat for about 20 to 25 seconds. And I am not, this can withstand some heat, so that's why I don't have anything underneath this little leaf, this felt leaf. But I will note that this leaf is quite thick, so it is okay. It's not going to allow too much heat to get to my glass mat. Guys, there. Okay. And this is a cool peel. And I was just being careful because of this, this layer of the felt wanted to lift up. So that's why I was holding that down. Alrighty, so craft number 2, Drink Me. And like I said, this is going to go in a wine bottle. I actually have one in here for my next Thanksgiving video. Let me grab it real quick and see how this works out. Okay, so this was my idea, just like that. And in the next video, we're going to create a festive label, and it's going to be paired with some wine glasses as well. But that was what I purchased these little things for. So let's go ahead and move these aside. So now I have these little guys here, and I believe I purchased these from Michael's. I've had these for years, and we have 2 different, I wonder why I cut this out twice. Let's see. So this is Oracle 651, and this is for drink canisters. And here we have unsweet, and the other one is the obvious sweet for the teas. And, you know, just doing this to create a more user-friendly little drink area. Get my words out. Okay, so we'll do the unsweet, and then let's go ahead and trim this. We'll move that aside. And here is the sweet. So before we do anything, what I need, I'm going to get a paper towel. And come in with my pump bottle of alcohol and wipe down the surface. And then let it dry. Yeah, it is, the paint's coming off, but these are, I believe I purchased these in 2017 or 2018. My husband and I got married in 2018, and I'm pretty sure these were purchased for our wedding. So they have just been sitting around accumulating all the stuff. Okay. Gonna bring in some transfer tape. This is scissor transfer tape. These are just some little pieces, little scrap pieces. Okay. You know what? I wonder. I need to change this roll, but it's got lint on it from the paper towel. If you had a lint-free towel, that would be ideal. Okay, that definitely helped. So let's come back here and I'm going to go ahead and cut the excess off here. I should have trimmed it down before. Okay, coming in with my scraper and just going to scrape this down on both sides. Perfect. Okay, so let's bring this down, and I'm going to do my best here to just try to center align this. Okay, and I'm going to come down quite hard there and get this varnished down. And let's see if we can reuse this transfer tape for the sweet. It looks like we can. Still got quite a bit of stick, so let's come in with the sweet, and we're going to do the same thing. Lay it down, scrape it down. Okay. Who's ready for Christmas, guys? I know a lot of people have probably already started crafting and putting out their Christmas decor. I am right behind you if that's the case. Just had to figure out what we were doing for Thanksgiving and what I was making and things that we need. And now that is all decided, after this video, I will be ready to celebrate Thanksgiving and move right into Christmas. Okay, so as you can see, we've got the jute twine here, and what this is going to do is go around our canisters of sweet and unsweet. So anyone that comes and gets the tea, they'll have their cups right there with a marker to put their name on them, and then they'll know what, oh goodness sakes, they'll know which one is sweet and which one is unsweet. And I'm finally using these, and I have a ton more that I need to craft with just to get them out of my space. But yeah, I really like these, and I love that font. Okay, so I do want to note, if you didn't pick up anything like this, but you have these from Dollar Tree, any of their fall ornaments, you could do the same thing. You know, just the jute twine from the Dollar Tree, and then you could paint these or leave them as is, and then, you know, put some vinyl on there like that. I just wanted to show that, you know, just in case you couldn't find these or you have these laying around. And the only reason I didn't use these is because these need to be used and they need to get out of my space. Okay, gonna move these aside as well. Oh, we've got our coasters, and before we get this prepped, I do want to show you something that I worked on a couple of weeks ago. This is Faux Suede from Cricut, and these I was making as little place cards with the person's initials. So this is Oliver, this is Lainey, Michael, and I was just seeing how they would work with the iron-on and how they would lay, you know, because some of them are kind of curled up. Anyways, I also cut this out, and I just wanted to note that this would make a great place setting placemat. You know, if you cut it on a bigger scale, it's such a nice quality, and I feel like it feels a lot better than faux leather. So if you haven't purchased the Faux Suede or worked with it before, I'm really impressed with the quality and the feel of it. And like I said, it worked really well with the iron-on too. So just two little ideas that I'm working on behind the scenes, and I just thought that I would show you because I'm not going to make a video for it. This was just something that I was kind of doing, just an experiment, if you will. So just wanted to share that. Okay, so now we've got our two ceramic coasters, and these are for our living room. My kitten has knocked these off and they have broke. So I need some new coasters, and I thought that because he's, you know, playing around like he does, might as well just use the other two ceramic coasters that we have, because they're probably going to be broken by the time Thanksgiving is over. So we've got our Infusible ink here, which, oh, I need to get to this, but first let me get my heat press turned on and set, and then we will get to this Infusible ink. I've just got to look at the temperature settings real quick and get this started warming up here. Okay, so let's get this set for 360. And then it's going to be, it says 300 seconds. Okay, our heat press is warming up, and now back to this. This is Infusible ink sheets, but I purchased a variety pack from Amazon. My first time going to be using this. This is in a gray, but I just wanted to show you that this is not Cricut, and this is new to me. So what I'm going to do here, let's think. We got to remove the outside. Oh wow, that was so easy. Now I've got the center area here. Let's see. So first time cutting, weeding this. How cute. So I found this pumpkin in Cricut Design Space, and then I found the font that I liked because, like I told you, I really liked that L, so I used the slice tool to incorporate the L in the middle of the pumpkin. And I selected the gray just for a neutral tone. And like I said, it was a variety pack, so it came with multiple colors. I am really curious to see how this transfers. Just trying to weed out this part of the L here. There we go. Okay, so those are weeded out. Super simple. So that is definitely something to note. Okay, so I'm just going to clean up the surface a little bit and get our stacking order together, and I will be right back. So we've got our stacking order, we've got our mat, our piece of butcher paper, and now our coasters. If you have a lint-free cloth, use that. I do not, so I am going in with my lint roller here. Behind the scenes, I had to replace the roll, but it is good as new now. Love this thing. Ooh, okay. So now I'm going to move that aside, and we're going to come in with our infusible ink, and I've just got to get this aligned the best that I can visually. So I'm going to pick it up. It needs to be moved just a hair. I am so anxious to see how this infusible ink is going to work. I'm excited. Okay, so the carrier sheet is still quite sticky, so no tape is needed. Okay, so now that our design is on our coaster, we've got to turn our coasters upside down or facing down, and then either, sorry for that noise, the AC just cut on, and you either can use an 80-pound piece of cardstock or 4 pieces of butcher paper, and I only have 110-pound cardstock, so I'm using the butcher paper, and like I said, it called for 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the press. So let me just double check. Okay, the mat, the butcher paper, the coasters face down. Okay, so now what we're going to do is bring in our press, and we are just going to set it down for 300 seconds with no pressure or movement. And I'm going to center the coasters more on the mat itself. Okay. Okay, let's let that sit, and I can't wait to see what it looks like. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Carefully pick that up. And now it is obviously very hot. I'm just going to move this butcher paper over and let this cool down. Yeah, I'm just going to let it cool down, and fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Okay, so it's been about 15 minutes. They are still warm, but no longer hot. So here is the reveal. Okay, that is not gray, but it's, I'm not complaining. I can't believe it's green, but, well, that was a nice surprise. Okay, guys, so infusible ink sheets, I'll link them down below. It came with a variety pack with multiple colors, and you can see how well that worked. I love it. And, I mean, that's a nice surprise. Like I said, I thought it was going to be like a gray, but I'll take it. Like I said, the kitten is pushing things off shelves and end tables and things like that, so I'm sure these are going to be a goner in a couple of weeks, unfortunately, but there we go. I am so happy with how these turned out. Freaking ecstatic. Oh my goodness. Okay. Ah! Perfect. And it's cheaper. Okay, so first off, I want to note that these are not Cricut ceramic coasters. These are sublimation blanks from Hobby Lobby, and the infusible ink is not Cricut. It is from a random brand that I found on Amazon, and look at that. I'm happy, I'm impressed, I am satisfied. All right, so I have these wooden spoons here, and this is from a pack from Dollar Tree. These are two that I use currently in my kitchen. This is bamboo, this is new, and obviously these are used. So I want to use these for Thanksgiving. And here on this Oracle vinyl, I have cut out some text that I want to apply to the spoons, so when I bring my dishes over to my parents' house, people will know that the spoons in the dish belong to me. And I thought it would just be a nice added touch to personalize, you know, a little bit more of my stuff. You know, why not? If you have a Cricut, put your name on it. You put your name on everything. Okay, so I'm going to get my ring weeder here. And this font is from defont.com. It is called Love Spell, and I'm obsessed with it. It is definitely my newest favorite. And the dots of the eyes are in hearts, and I'm typically not a heart girl, but I just love the script font. This cursive is really unique. I originally fell in love with the cursive L. You know, my name is Lainey Lucas, and finding a good cursive L just really makes me happy, because sometimes when you know you're going through all the fonts, those script fonts, and then, you know, I look at the L to see how that's gonna work, and I typically just don't like them. But I definitely like L's like this. Let's see if you can see it. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to continue to weed out these little centers, and you can probably see the text coming together already. We've got Lucas dressing. I'm working on the mashed potatoes right now, and then we've got the mac and cheese. I'm not sure if I'm going to make a casserole this year, and then I'm also not sure if I do make a casserole, which I probably will end up making or deciding last minute, but I don't know if I want to make broccoli cheese casserole or green bean casserole. So I'll have to ask my husband what he's thinking, because I typically make, I don't know, sometimes I make both, but this year we'll only make one, and I just got to decide on which one I want to eat for a few days, because we will always have, or we always want to have leftovers, as I should say. Love Thanksgiving leftovers. It's my favorite. It looks like a piece of this vinyl just stuck on it to itself. There we go. Kind of messed up that A a bit. Okay, I just pressed it back down to try to flatten it out, and it worked. Alright, I'm just going to move slow and steady and finish weeding this out. Okay, I've got all those little pieces weeded. I'm going to pick up these little pieces here. Try to anyway. That's not working, so I'm going to go in with my lint roller. That one's just not wanting to come up. Okay, now what we need to do, just pieces of vinyl everywhere. Okay, so now what I need is some transfer tape, and let's go in with, have I used this one before? Not sure. Let's see. These are all just my little pieces of transfer tape here. And I think I'm going to utilize this one, and we'll just move these aside. And because of this shape, I'm going to go ahead and just cut these apart so I can utilize this transfer tape here. And I'm going to trim this excess off. Just personal preference. Okay. And now size these as well. Okay. Okay, so now I need to, what I'm going to do is come in with my alcohol pump here, and I'm going to grab a paper towel and clean the surface real quick. To hope that this helps this vinyl stick to it. Sometimes I have issue with vinyl sticking to wood, which is why I initially was going to use iron-on. But anyways, okay. So let's get this piece of transfer tape here, and we will get this ball rolling. Come in with my scraper tool and really apply some pressure and get this scraped down so it sticks to that transfer tape. And I'm going to varnish on both sides. That is not wanting to stick, so what I'm going to do is just go in a few more times and really get that scraped down. This is a piece of scrap transfer tape. Based on the shape, I would have assumed that I had not used it before, but some of these little pieces I have used before. So okay, we just needed a little more pressure there. Alrighty, so this one is going to be, no, what is it? What am I doing? What am I doing? Let's make this one our mac and cheese. And I am just going to center the text the best I can on the handle right below the hole there. And come back in with my scraper. And scrape this entire text down. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside, and I'm going to go ahead and work on the others. So this one's going to be the dressing. I am so ready to eat Thanksgiving food. I am not ready for the hours spent in the kitchen and my back and my feet hurting, but it is so worth it in the end. And the leftovers are a huge plus. But I have to bake too. Oh, and it's just hot. The kitchen gets so hot, even if it's really cold outside. You know, with that oven going and the stovetop going, and you know, if you have the crock pots going too, there's just so much heat in that kitchen. I typically get done cooking and clean up everything before we sit down to eat. And once I'm done cleaning, the past couple of years, I've been so worn out. I just sit down and drink a glass of wine, champagne, actually, and just relax. And then I go stuff my face. But man, I just can't tell you how bad my back hurts at the end of the day. Okay, now let's come in with our last one. Let's get our weeding tool and use this to help detach this here. Okay. All right, same process. And as I'm scraping this down, I just want to say that if you're catching me for the first time, I am very new to YouTube. If you go to my channel, I have less than 20 videos, but I just want to say thank you for watching, and for those of you who like, share, and subscribe. It really means a lot. It's so exciting, this new journey of my new YouTube journey. I'm really enjoying it. I'm definitely going to be here for the long haul, and I appreciate every one of you that comment the nice things, also give constructive criticism. I'm just really grateful that I started this channel. I wanted to do this for a very long time, and I'm glad that I finally just took the leap of faith and I'm doing it. Okay, so this is not wanting to stick. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, and I do want to also note my arms in all of my videos. If my arms are shown, they look horrible. I know, it's a kitten. The AC is just now cutting on. I'm sorry if that bothers your ears. But my kitten is now about 6 months old. I'm not quite sure when you stop calling them a kitten, but he's you know, he's a kitten to me. And he's getting a lot, you know, he's becoming a lot more calm and less aggressive. But man, when he wants to play, he goes in with all four paws. So if you notice that my arms are always just beat up, that's because of our Oliver. And I have some cute stuff planned, oh my goodness, for Christmas. I cannot wait. Subscribe if you want to see what's to come in the next month for the Christmas holidays. I've got some really cute stuff in the works. So I am just slowly removing this transfer tape, and I was just pressing down certain areas that just needed a little more pressure. And I love this. Just a nice added touch. Put a little bit of my spin and personality on my utensils for this holiday. This would also make really great gifts. You could also, you know, apply some paint to the handle and then some vinyl if you wanted to dress it up a bit more. You could even do the wood burning technique on this if you wanted to. You know, you could do funny little verbiage or someone's initials, the date, just whatever you want. You could really transform such a simple and inexpensive craft and make it personal for you or someone else. Okay. And what's nice about this is after Thanksgiving, I can remove this if I want to. and they just go back in the utensil can, and they'll be used for all of the things. Slow and steady. There we go. Okay. And obviously I will let this sit and cure for, well, I won't use these until Thanksgiving. So at the time of this video, it is November 7th. So we still got some time. I'm just going to set these aside and let this cure and bring them out for Thanksgiving Day. And there shouldn't be an issue with the adhesion on here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get this area cleaned up and then get the rest of the crafts that we worked on today and show you once again so you can see them all together if you forgot. And then we are going to wrap it up. That'll be it. Alright guys, so this is everything that we worked on. Just to give you an overview once more, we made these coasters. It was supposed to be gray. It looked like it was going to be a lighter color. It's more of a green on camera instead of that teal, but those were Amazon Infusible ink sheets. I will link down below. They worked great. So we've got our new coasters there and our tags for the sweet and unsweet tea. We also have this Dollar Tree Drink Me wine bottle decor, so people know that, you know, they can help themselves. And then we've got our gifts, our candles that say thank you, or thankful for you. Just really cute. And again, these were from Dollar Tree. And we've got our utensils for Thanksgiving Day with that Oracle vinyl. And once more, these wooden utensils are from Dollar Tree. And lastly, didn't work on this in the video, but I wanted to show you. Definitely try out Faux Suede if you haven't. These were really, they came out really neat, very simple, and they work well with iron-on if you wanted to personalize them as well. And that is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.